Wait, wait. What's up, mates? I did not go to walk today. Apparently, just hitting the World of Warcraft thing doesn't work. All my transmogs. Can't believe I'm almost bigger than nanos are. Holy shit. Favorites and favorites? I have two of them. Two Grim Transics. Monastic. Grim Mitigate. Oh, I think the Grim Riders were for me getting Aeonix. Dragonia, huh? It's hunting them dragons. binocular. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Bloop, bloop, bloop. half my frames. What the fuck? Listen to that shit. Let's go through it ourselves, girls. What are you doing? Oh my god. You're annoying, bro. Will you stop moving? What are you doing? You're so weird. What the hell did that just do? Reveal map regions that have been fully explored by a member of your warband. The hell is a warband? What is a warband? I gotta go to like AC veins or some shit.
I can't use that.
do you redo your talents? I can't remember that. Thought you came here. Oh, well, where's the fucking... Yeah. Oh, it's a whole different page. Oh. These ads are getting ridiculous, bruh. How do I change this? Just Death Knight and Frost? Where's the... How do I change this?
Press on. I be listening.
Oh, specialization. Oh, just taking some out of this doesn't give me more to the other. Hero talent tree? What the fuck is that?
You know,
Versatility, and then mastery, and then crit. And damage done as soon as you get out of the gates. The main goal is the opener is to force your enemies to use their cooldowns and or drink or trigger to this only to this. We burst one all for them. A partner with Death Grip. This is the rotation you should use on your target for playing the Rider of the Apocalypse Hero Tree and have Raise Abomination available. Make sure that you have at least 2 stacks of Putrefy. But 3 is ideal. Use Chains of Ice. Keep your primary target slow as you approach them. Ow. Come on, go away now. You're scratching me with your sharp ass motherfucking claws. Putrefy. Putrefy. Let's see, Klein Shadows. Where's Ray's dead? Oh, they're right by me. Bone Crumbler. Really? Couldn't have gave me something cooler than that. I wish they hung back just a little bit more. Like them being directly across from me. Bro, they used to like collapse when you dismiss them, didn't they? Now they just fade away. Where's Klein Shadows? I don't see that anywhere. Doesn't silence them anymore. That's dumb. Just gonna watch a video, I think.
If you're new or returning to Unholy and it respect with a few key effects that you need to meet. So in this guide, I'm going to teach it from zero, like we're in school. We'll start with your resources, only damage that you need. I'm throwing it on the screen. Is now that without is runes. You have 6 charge. They don't come charge timer. So when you spend 1 rune, that specific rune goes on cooldown and starts recharging until it's back. Spend multiple, you have multiple individual timers running at the same time. So when you hear at the bottom is about the start losing that, then so the attacks generate runic power, and then you spend that runic power so you don't overcap. And your runic power spenders are Death Coil on a single target, or alternatively Epidemic on AoE, multi-target.
Hello, Mr. Vats. Can you please start talking about how I play already? I'm getting
Up because the next part relies on them. You have a spell called Outbreak. It costs 1 rune and it applies 2 plagues to the target, Dread Plague and Virulent Plague. These are damage over time effects. They're not insanely important by themselves, but a lot of your kit cares that they exist. Dread Plague can only be applied to 1 host at a time, so only 1 target can have it, and Virulent Plague is the one that can be spread to all nearby enemies. So when you think, are my plagues up? You're thinking Dread Plague on the main target and Virulent Plague on everyone. Now let's talk about the attacks you spend runes on, and more importantly, what they're actually doing. Your main rune spender is Scourge Strike. Costs 1 rune, it deals damage, but the main value is that it causes your plagues, Dread Plague and Virulent Plague, to erupt. When Scourge Strike makes them erupt, they deal their damage an additional time at 35% effectiveness. However, you never want to use Scourge Strike just by itself. This is where Festering Strike comes in. Festering Strike costs more runes, but deals less damage than Scourge Strike. So the obvious question is, why would you use it? Because Festering Strike is what we call a setup tool. When you use Festering Strike, it empowers your weapon and causes your next 2 or 3 Scourge Strikes to summon a lesser ghoul. That lesser ghoul is just another minion that attacks your target for about 6-7 seconds. Actually, it's 7.6 seconds, but whatever. So every time you use Festering Strike, you're basically increasing the value of your upcoming Scourge Strikes. You're investing runes now, so your next Scourge Strikes pay you back with extra minions. Now is a good time to mention a talent we spent.
Need a two-handed weapon. What? Where am I supposed to get that from?
Hey everyone, Tactics here with Midnight pre-patch, asking a lot of questions on the expansion anymore, as well as alternative link. I'll go to it. So it's pre-patch. While I am going to give you this big list, one reskin add-ons that exist and are being updated. For example, one for general, obviously play a long time. Big things that I enjoy about this add-on is this designer tab, where it's very easy for you to just kind of drag and move things around exactly how you want it to be shown on screen. Way more intuitive in my opinion than Plater, which was just this giant menu of a billion options. Of course, it's a good add-on. That's why people used Plater, and I expect it to still remain a watch Plater. There are I actually have it. They're going like or whatever unit frames, where me personally on live I was using shadowed unit frames. I don't believe that's going to still be supported in Midnight, so I've been using unhalted unit frames as the kind of the best replacement that I've seen that is similar to shadowed unit frames, has similar things that it shows and provides. It's not a perfect replacement by any means, but it gets the job done. Right, you can do things by class color. You can do this, I think, like some people prefer like the black and white version of the unit frames. You can do that as well. So you'll to job the really popular one. I am actually using the baseline cooldown manager, if you can believe it or not. This is not altered by any add-on whatsoever currently. I am just using the baseline version of it. Previously I used a weak aura here, but you know, it does a pretty good job. Is it everything I want? Buff not part of the base cooldown manager is this resource bar right here, which is just my fury tracker, and that is I use whatever functionality is almost entirely unchanged, if not entirely unchanged, so you can probably be using pure. That's what I've been doing to track reason live. Either I just use weak auras, and obviously now is almost where you frames.
Midnight completely changes how much you actually need add-on advantages. 15 a while, the cooldown manager is here. This lets you track major defensives, offensives, and utility directly in the default UI. It's basically a mini weak aura. It's easy to use, which is great for people returning to the game. Blizzard also added native boss timers in Midnight. These show upcoming mechanics with clear countdowns directly in the UI, and of course, alerts. Exactly like DBM and Bigwigs, but on a timeline instead of bars. Nameplates are now far more customizable by default. You can control their size, behavior, and visibility based on combat scenarios. This was a much needed addition to the game, and it will continue to improve over the course of the expansion. We are also finally getting a built-in damage meter. Blizzard is currently working on adding detailed death information, including avoidable damage. This is huge for learning and self-review. Add-ons like Details still work perfectly and offer deeper breakdowns, but Blizzard just having this available in the base game is huge. With the baseline covered, let's move into the add-ons that build on top of UI changes in Midnight. And if you're an ELV UI enjoyer, yes, it will still work in Midnight, along with a lot of the other custom UIs that you've probably installed in the past. Cooldown Manager Centered takes Blizzard's new cooldown manager and simply adds a centered align option. The add-on also adds some additional options to tweak things about the cooldown manager, like squared buttons, move the text, and it also does the highlight for your abilities if you're using the rotation helper. I've tested a ton of add-ons around the cooldown manager, and this one achieved exactly what I wanted and made it super easy. Platinator enhances Blizzard's new nameplates. It provides based on them being, and Plate Card provides a display for class resources like combo points, holy power, runes. It also has mana and health. However, it currently doesn't support Enhancement Shaman Maelstrom. For that specifically, you'll have to install Ark's Maelstrom weapon resource, and together they cover nearly every class and spec. Yes, Bigwigs is still around, and it is a way to keep your bar timers if you don't like Blizzard's new timeline. It's offers a modern, minimal take on unit frames, health, resource, scramble to that more modern box look. It is packed with options, easy to set up, and inform exactly who an enemy ability is targeting. Instead of guessing, you know instantly if something is coming for you or someone else. This is especially helpful in group content. Simple, direct, and extremely effective. And yeah, stuff like this still exists. Northern Sky Raid Tool focuses on raid coordination and clarity. It provides clean markers, reminders, assignments, and into this app that'll make you think Blizzard added something to the game. Just install it, you'll love it, and never really have to make you think you and your raid group. Here you go. Plumber is a must-have. It's a quality of life add-on that'll make you think Blizzard added something to the game. Just install it, you'll love it, and never really have to touch it because it just enhances everything, even housing. Leatrix Plus bundles dozens of quality of life improvements into one lightweight add-on, faster looting, UI tweaks, automation, all optional and configurable. You can enable only what you want and forget about it. It offers Horrific makes creating and managing macros far easier than the default interface. It offers this app cursor allows you to add a circle around your mouse, including trails so you never lose track of it, even when you're holding down right click to turn your camera. There's a ton of options to make sure I behave. It's clean mouses. Waypoint UI improves how navigation markers look and behave. It's clean and simple. Dialogue UI upgrades NPC conversations with a dynamic camera movement and a clean dialogue window. It also adds keybinds to all the interaction options, which is great. Definitely modernizes the game a bit. Midnight finally gives us a default UI that stands on its own. And these add-ons are about refining that experience or keeping your UI basically exactly how it was. Pick the ones that solve the problems you are having. Description where you can find guides. Click here to see some.
Yeah, I don't know. It didn't help me much. I need a two-handed weapon. Oops. Oh, I go to collections. Yeah, okay. Okay, yeah, appearances, okay.
Light be with you. Go with honor, friend.
There we go. Found an ox. We're taking the Hobbit's toys and go. You know, honestly, we need to bust out the run set.
I can't wield that yet. I don't have that ability yet. I can't wield that yet.
How may I be of service?
What just happened? Oh my god, how do I go back? How do I just equip the best shit that I have?
foresee a mutually beneficial transaction. I am looking forward to our negotiation. Welcome. Welcome.
Bum, bum. Okay, I guess back to our rotation. Dun, dun. Yep, yep, yep. Doop, doop, doop.
Backed into. You're probably sitting there thinking, wait, what talent? Remember when we copied the build that you didn't read and all of the talents we chose? Don't worry, almost no one does. When you spec into Festering Scythe, it turns every second Festering Strike into Festering Scythe. So when you press Festering Strike, then the next one becomes Festering Scythe. Then the next one is Festering Strike again, then Scythe, and so on. Also, Festering Scythe is free, but what does it actually do? It hits all enemies within 14 yards in front of you, and it hastens all of your plagues on the targets you hit, meaning both Dread Plague and Virulent Plague take 35% faster for the next 25 seconds. That's
Okay, this is boring me. We just need to get this shit down on here, and then we'll just fuck around with it. This heals me. Hey, remember that much. The Death Gate.
I'm out of range.
What? This can kill you? I don't understand. Since when? Cause each of your virulent plagues to flare up, dealing damage, infected enemy, and 104 shadow damage to foes nearby. Says the duration.
important enough that it becomes a rule you have to maintain. Because that effect lasts 25 seconds, you want to make sure you cast Festering Scythe at least once every 25 seconds, so you keep that Plague Haste effect active. Alright, now let's talk about Putrefy, a newcomer in our arsenal of abilities, which was implemented in the Midnight pre-patch. Putrefy is another rune spender. It has 2 charges, and each charge has a 30-second recharge timer. What it does is it summons a lesser ghoul to strike your enemy, and then that ghoul explodes and deals additional damage to nearby enemies. But why is it important? Putrefy is important because we spec'd into that talent called Blight Burst, which gives you a passive that modifies Putrefy's explosion. Blight Burst make it so Putrefy's explosion extends the duration of your plagues by 4 seconds and deals 35% of the damage those plagues would have dealt over that time instantly. And on top of that, because of Blight Burst, Putrefy now applies your plagues to unaffected targets, meaning both Dread Plague and Virulent Plague. So in a sense, you don't have to use Outbreak to spread your plagues now. If you use Putrefy, it will just spread your plagues. So that's one less thing you have to worry about. Alright, we're done with rune spending abilities. Now we generated a lot of our secondary resource, Runic Power. But should you just spend it immediately? No, dummy. We have to proc Sudden Doom.
Mr. Vats, what is Sudden Doom?
Remember the plagues we talked about? Those plagues have a 35% chance to proc the talent Sudden Doom. When Sudden Doom procs, your next Death Coil or Epidemic costs 10 less runic power and deals 35% increased damage. You want to make use of Sudden Doom whenever it procs, because it's literally giving you a cheaper and a harder hitting spender. In this build, you're using a really important talent called Harbinger of Doom. Harbinger of Doom does 2 major things. First, it makes Sudden Doom trigger 30% more often, and it can accumulate up to 2 charges. So, instead of Sudden Doom being 35% chance to proc, now it procs at 65%. And because you can store 2 charges, you can use them when it makes sense instead of being forced to immediately press the first proc you see. And second, Harbinger has a secondary effect. Whenever you're summoning a lesser ghoul with Scourge Strike, it reduces the cooldown of Putrefy by 2.5 seconds. Now that we understand how our basic abilities interact with our resources, we can get into our major cooldowns. Our first cooldown is called Dark Transformation, which is a 45-second cooldown. What it does is it evolves your main ghoul into a bigger ghoul and greatly empowers them for 12 seconds. And every time you cast Death Coil or Epidemic, it extends the duration of Dark Transformation by 1 second. So inside a Dark Transformation window, your runic power spenders literally extend your empowered pet's duration. That's why good runic power management matters so much. Now for your big cooldown, Army of the Dead. Army of the Dead is a 1.5 minute cooldown, it costs 1 rune, and it summons 6 lesser ghouls, plus an abomination to aid you for a certain amount of time. When you press Army, you're committing to a big moment, and it's part of your top priority. Alright, finally, now that we understand what each of our buttons does, here's your single target priority list, so you can arrange them from the most important thing you need to do to the least important. The first priority is always cooldowns. Cast Army of the Dead on cooldown. It's a 1.5 minute cooldown and it costs 1 rune. And then you cast Dark Transformation on cooldown. It's a 45-second cooldown and it lasts 12 seconds. And of course, it can be extended by Death Coil or Epidemic. And here's a really good way to think about their timing. Army is 90 seconds. Dark Transformation is 45 seconds, so Dark Transformation comes up twice per army cycle. That means you can press Dark Transformation the moment it comes off cooldown every time. And every other use of it naturally lines up with army when it comes off cooldown. So you don't need to hold Dark Transformation, just use it on cooldown and it syncs automatically. Your next priority is Putrefy. Use Putrefy on cooldown. Never cap on the 2 charges you have, always keep it cycling. Your next priority is to cast Festering Scythe. If any target doesn't have the debuff, or the debuff is just about to expire. It's important to maintain because it makes your diseases, both Dread Plague and Virulent Plague, take 35% faster for 25 seconds, so you want to refresh it at least once every 25 seconds. After that, you cast Death Coil if you have a Sudden Doom proc, or if you have 80 or more runic power. This is mainly to avoid overcapping on runic power or overcapping on Sudden Doom procs. Don't forget, with the Harbinger of Doom talent, you can stack up to 2 Sudden Doom procs, so you don't need to instantly spend the first proc you see. Take care of the higher priorities first, but you also don't want to sit on 2 procs and cap runic power at the same time. Now we're getting into the lower priorities. You can cast Festering Strike if you have no Lesser Ghoul stacks to empower your Scourge Strikes. Only then you would want to cast Scourge Strike if you have Lesser Ghoul stacks. Never cast it without it being empowered. That's just a waste of Lesser Ghoul stacks. Never cast it without it being cast Scourge Strike if you have Lesser Ghoul stacks. Never cast it without it being empowered. That's just a waste of runes, and runes are a precious resource. And finally, if you have absolutely nothing else to do, you can cast Death Coil even if you're not close to capping runic power, and even if you don't have a Sudden Doom proc. This shouldn't happen frequently if you're playing correctly, but it's the fallback button, so you're never just standing there. AoE differences are pretty easy. It's the exact same priority list as single target, with one small change. If you're fighting 4 or more targets, you swap Death Coil for Epidemic. Up until 3 targets, you essentially perform the single target priority exactly as we already stated. That's it. It's that simple. Alright, that's Unholy Death Knight for the Midnight pre-patch. If you're new or returning, then I really hope this video was helpful for you.
I don't think I got the gist of it. Yo. So annoying.
You break it, you buy it.
Not seeing a speed stat anywhere. Curious to see if I can find higher items, or it must just be I don't even remember what expansion that was. What was the big thing? Legion. Might have been Legion expansion when the speed stat was. A thing. It's crazy because I'm just not seeing anything. You'd think I would have found at least one. Says it's still a thing. So I would assume that there's items with the speed stat that aren't even better than mine. Mine are super old. Random stat. What is that? Slat 1, 6 random stat 2. Could get speed from it. Six plus speed would be fucking sweet. Wish there was a way I could just like select and go down the list. Why is it gotta be Probably scared everybody else too. Damn, 18 plus random stat. What? Do we buy it just to see? I only have 14,000 gold. Doesn't seem like a lot. Card level 80. What level am I? 60. Just like, why am I not seeing any speed then? They're getting bought out. Trade skill master.
That's it. I got mouths to feed, pal.
Oh wow, they added an edit mode like Fun Fasting. Look at that. Can I just don't leave it though? What do I need, like fucking Overwolf or some shit? Curse Forge, yeah, it's been a while. I think that is Overwolf, same thing, ain't it? Get Curse Forge out. Yeah, Overwolf. Trade skill master. And the outplay adapt to capture your best gaming moments. No. Oh, wow. A new update? I literally just downloaded it. Ooh, forging your library. Wow. Did they say it was? I already forgot. Trade skill master. Some fucking classic hardcore sounds cool.
I ain't got it, you don't want it. Oh, look at that. You can enchant your bracers. 66 speed. Permanently enchant boost to increase movement speed by 10%. Does not stack with other passive movement speed bonuses. Cannot be applied. Does not stack with other passive movement speed bonuses. What? I do have a minor speed increase on these boots.
to doing business with ya.
Not seeing a fucking speed stat anywhere. Game's been out for 20 fucking some years, and you can't search based off of stat. Like, that's crazy. Damn, there's Battle for Azeroth, Dragonflight, and The War Within. I'm 3 expansions. And then Midnight, goddamn. What was it, like ceremonial something? I think was the cheapest. Random stuff. Oh no, here's one. Cloth, hands. What am I wearing? Plate. get a tertiary thing.
This stuff sells itself.
So hard to find stuff. I should get baked on, I think. Baked on. There's gotta be a sword option. Wow, that helped.
You drive a hard bike.
I don't have that ability yet.
Yeah. Continue the campaign by accepting the Dragon Isle Whites.
Who you be? Me got the good stuff, man.
I don't know what that just did. I think that's something that goes off every so often.
Over here, champion. I've tracked the cultists' activity to the caves below. What would you ask of me? Do not squander resources.
The Cult of Twilight has long been dedicated to ending Azeroth and the ally with the Zealotah. It is no surprise. In the Twilight Blade are indoctrinating citizens. We must stop them. We cannot permit the weak to fail. To the Void's dark designs, the Cliff of Shadows, home to many practitioners and unsavory magic. Identify and end any cultists you may find there.
We must root out these cultists before they spread their corruption. Find and eliminate them.
We defend this world together.
I'm out of range.
Greetings. Keep a low profile.
So, the Twilight's Blade are indeed recruiting here. I suppose I have to work with Umbric after all.
Received word from Magister Umbric. He has found some evidence that the Twilight's Blade are recruiting in Stormwind. The Void poses an existential threat to all of Azeroth. We must stop the cult at its source. We've agreed to meet in the cult's homeland in the Twilight Highlands. Find me there.
Do not let out. It's imperative that we stop the Twilight's Blade at its source, the Twilight Highlands. This portal will take you to our base of operations. I'll meet you there.
His voice sounds familiar.
Yet more minds twisted by the Void. This must seem quite familiar to you, Umbric.
The shadows serve us.
I forget the important characters are ginormously big for whatever reason.
For Quell Thalas, I serve Silvermoon. Infiltrate the cult and see what you can learn. But do not succumb to the allure of their sermons.
A strong enough will can resist the call of the Void, Rameth. You would do well to remember that. Greetings, traveler. We serve the Alliance.
We may have removed the cult's presence from Orgrimmar and Stormwind, but their numbers still grow. This is a staging ground.
Eretor told me of a larger force being assembled by Xalatath. The Twilight's Blade seems a lesser threat by comparison.
Every practitioner of void magic is a threat, Umbric. Have your own mistakes and misadventures done nothing to teach you that?
Becoming Rendorai has proven to me the opposite. The Void can be harnessed for good, and its wielders left in control of their minds. If you want to speak of mistakes, look at your own Magisters. How many times has their pursuit of power nearly led to ruin?
I will not be lectured by you. Not when you force me to exile you from Silvermoon for refusing to abandon your forbidden research.
The knowledge gleaned from that research has saved our world countless times. You're merely too stubborn to acknowledge it.
Enough! Like everything else you do, this plan to infiltrate the cult—
Oh, it will, Rameth. The question is whether or not you'll admit it when it does.
La 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 la. contains a few interesting items, including gear appropriate for your current specialization. Oh. Oh, Warband are my other account characters. What the fuck did I just get? Where's this ugly ass axe? What the fuck? Better than what I had, though.
Something first. out of range.
Goddamn robes at.
Something first. I need to get I need a target.
You, Acolyte, haven't you finished your training? Where is your tabard? Watch and learn. Shouldn't you be studying? The end is nigh. Are you prepared?
It takes more blistering desperation for the apocalypse to be part of the cult of Twilight, where Zalatas, Twilight Blade. Our purpose is greater than it has ever been before, and thus you must become our strongest allies. Go and train with my associates in the field. Educate yourself on our rituals and rhetoric. Only then will I allow you to go through the initiation ceremony.
May Zalatath favor you. Prove yourself as one of Zalatath's faithful. Only then may you attend the initiation ceremony.
How you doing, man?
I don't have a target.
This had better be good. Talk to me.
something first.
You got my attention.
How you doing, pal?
Hail.
Anu Belore Delana.
I don't have a target.
What am I even doing?
You appear to be ready for your initiation now, fledgling. This way.
Yes, I just had to slaughter like 1,000 of your people. Having completed your training, you have earned the full membership with the Twilight's Blade. As a member of the cult, you will now join your fellow acolytes in the initiation ceremony. They are in the basement of this building, receiving instructions from our great leader, Mordoon. Law's words affiliated you with cause.
Do not take heed of Mordoon's speech. Our leader's words have set many cultists' hearts afire. I'm sure they will yours.
We are the Twilight's Blade, the void black dagger Zalatath wields against Azeroth. We cut deep. Blood, carnage, chaos. This is what gains her. We shall strike at the heart of Azeroth and end this flawed world. For Zalatath, for the Twilight's Blade!
Right.
Excellent work, champion. I believe we have learned enough here. Time to tear this camp apart.
We discovered more about the cult's plan.
All paths are possible.
I suppose aligning with yet another being hell-bent on ending the world is only fitting for the cult of Twilight.
Come with an open mind.
Mordoon and his Twilight's Blade cultists are directly supporting the Harbinger's dark designs for our world. At the base of operations back at blah blah blah. Come back to the base of
Do not. We'll meet you back at the base camp. Our fight against this cult is only beginning.
Yeah, come on, man, give me a ride. Let me take this shit. Oh, fuck you, man. Fuck you, bitch.
I can't carry anymore.
I can't carry anymore.
Inventory is full. I need to get closer.
An actual person.
I'm out of range. Too far away. I need to get closer.
Oh, she's only level 59. Could kill her, theoretically.
You still haven't learned. The Twilight Blade won't be your end. I didn't teach you that.
What did that just do? Oh my god. Just drinking random fluids.
I'm out of range. It's too far away. I'm out of range. I need to target something first. It's too far away.
Kind of want to kill these alliances. Hello.
I maintain that this plan was a risk, Umbric. Luck has once again spared us from your
I
recklessness.
can't carry anymore.
Is there a shopkeep somewhere?
What needs bring you here? May the Eternal Sun guide you.
The Eternal Sun still guides us. We have overcome much. What is it? Be about your work.
Those are dailies, daily quests. I don't know what I'm doing here. What is this? Fucking tic-tac-toe.
Bloop, bloop, bloop. Where do I see you at Rune's the best? I need import. How do I import this? Too many fucking ads, dude. I'm about to leave this shit.
This is kind of weird. Why is Icy Vein such fucking... God damn, it's just so much shit. Where's the rune? Best rune for? I'm not seeing that anywhere. Legs, gems in the chat. Who's this? Trinket, trinket. Rune of the Fallen Crusader. Give your weapon with a rune that has a chance to heal you 4% of your maximum health, increase your total strength by 18%. That's yeah. Ooh. Increase your movement speed by 6%. Be good for my speed axe. It used to be so fast that it would literally show the sprint animation. Which is unfortunate. Simpsons look. The hat I used. This must be a gear hat. Holy shit, it costs so much gold. I can't believe how expensive that is. Speed gear. You'd think for how long I've played and had this account, I'd have a lot more equipment.
didn't do a separate outfit. I'm so dumb. What a waste. This is gonna cost so much money. Ah!
Well, spit it out.
I don't have any speed. That chest with speed on it? Oh, this does. Long Strider increases your movement speed by 46% of your highest secondary rating up to 14%.
Catch on the flip side.
Speed. Easy enough. I wonder if I just log out and log back in, if that's enough. Incompatible. Bum 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 bum. This doesn't make a difference. How do I get Long Strider?
foresee a mutually beneficial transaction.
Oh shit, I forgot about that. Hell yeah.
Shall we get down to business?
How to waste 1,000 gold. Is Shadowmoor the best axe I got? It might be. Makes me seem like I'm playing Frostbite.
I'm looking forward to our negotiation. Shall we get down to business? Foresee a mutually beneficial transaction.
just had a better axe than this. What happened to it? Oh yeah, that's fucking sick. Sick. Well, what shall we do? Look at this thing. Do the dragonflight shit.
It's way fucking better. Oh.
What has the wind brought?
Like with clarity on, clarity kind of lightens everything. I should probably get more HDR in there. Almost like it more without the HDR.
I counsel the High Chieftain.
Heroes of the Horde, I bring you news. I bring news. The Dragon Isles are awakening. The Isles went dormant in the wake of the Sundering, but now, at long last, they have called my kin and my home. And me home. While the Isles hold many wonders, it is also a perilous land. We will require the aid of our mortal allies to reclaim our legacy. I'm about to present Aspect's invitation to the Horde Council in Orgrimmar. Meet me there, and we shall see what they have to say.
May the heroes of the Horde, the Dragon Isles, have awakened and beckon the Dragon Flights home. Meet me in Orgrimmar, where I am about to present the Aspect's invitation to the Horde.
What the hell was that? What was that? That's no. That's no.
You are now neutral with Dark Talons.
I am ready. What do you need?
I saw. Here is the hero I spoke of.
You have your orders.
High Mountain remembers you.
I don't know. I'm gonna take a little mini break, eat some food or something. I'll be back.